What if shining a flickering light into your eyes could reverse Alzheimer's? It might sound like science fiction, but it's very real science. Researchers are using light and sound to literally rewire the brain, and early results? Absolutely jaw-dropping. Alzheimer's is one of the most devastating diseases on Earth. It erodes memory, personality, and identity, slowly shutting down the mind. Over 55 million people suffer from dementia worldwide, and until recently, treatment options were frustratingly limited. But then came a radical new idea. What if we don't need a drug at all? What if light could be the medicine? At MIT, neuroscientist Lihui Tsai made a stunning discovery. By exposing mice with Alzheimer's to flickering LED lights at 40 Hz, their brains began to change. That specific rhythm activated gamma waves, a type of brain signal that becomes disrupted in Alzheimer's patients. Even more incredible, the light caused immune cells in the brain, called microglia, to clear away toxic plaques. In just a few weeks, the mice had fewer amyloid deposits and even began to show signs of memory improvement. But it didn't stop with light. Tsai's team added 40 Hz sound waves, like a pulsing hum. When light and sound were combined, the effects were even stronger. Brain inflammation went down, neural connections grew, memory function returned. They called the technique GENIUS, gamma entrainment using sensory stimuli. And here's the wild part. This is non-invasive. No drugs, no surgery, just light and sound, syncing the brain's rhythms back into harmony. Today, human trials are underway. Patients wear special goggles and headphones at home, just an hour a day. So far, results show improved sleep, sharper focus, and even better memory recall. It's early, but scientists are cautiously optimistic. This might be one of the most promising breakthroughs in Alzheimer's history, a disease that once seemed untouchable, now challenged by a flicker of light and a hum of sound. Alzheimer's isn't defeated yet, but the fight just got brighter. This is science at its most brilliant. What if I told you Jurassic Park is no longer just science fiction? Dinosaurs roaming the Earth again sounds like Hollywood fantasy, but with today's genetic technology, that fantasy might not be far off. So is Jurassic Park actually becoming real science? Let's get one thing straight. We've never recovered actual dinosaur DNA. DNA breaks down after about 6.8 million years, and dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago. So, no, scientists aren't cloning T-Rexes anytime soon. But here's where it gets wild. Researchers are using gene editing, specifically CRISPR, to modify the DNA of modern animals like chickens. Why chickens? Because they're direct descendants of theropod dinosaurs. We're talking about genetically engineering birds to express traits from their ancient ancestors. Think teeth, tails, and clawed fingers. There's also the de-extinction movement. Scientists at Harvard and other institutions are actively working to revive extinct species, like the woolly mammoth, by splicing ancient genes into modern elephants. If we can bring back a mammoth, could a raptor be next? Even more recently, researchers discovered preserved dinosaur cartilage in fossils. Not DNA yet, but soft tissue from a creature that died over 70 million years ago. That's groundbreaking. The idea of genetic resurrection is no longer theoretical, it's experimental. But here's the real question. Just because we can, does it mean we should? Michael Crichton's original warning in Jurassic Park still holds. Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Creating a genetically modified dinosaur wouldn't just be risky. It could disrupt ecosystems, create ethical dilemmas, and even open the door to bioweapons. Nature has a way of correcting our mistakes, and it's not always gentle. So, can we bring dinosaurs back? Maybe not the way Hollywood imagined. But one thing's for sure, the line between science fiction and reality is getting thinner every year. What would you do if science brought dinosaurs back?